It's 6 a.m. I hate mornings. Honestly, I don't see how you morning people do it. The last time I got up this early was for the rhinoceros encounter in Palm Springs. So what could possibly beat a rhinoceros encounter that would get me up at 6 a.m.? Yep, I'm gonna ride a camel today. But first, I've got to get some coffee. All right, I feel human now. I have my coffee and I have a croissant. Let's hit the road. There's a camel who awaits.
The Camel Safari is located about an hour to an hour and a half outside of Las Vegas. My adventure starts at 8, and I don't want to be late.
I'm not sure what's going on, but traffic has come to a complete standstill. I hope Google accounted for this because I do not want to miss this camel ride. Yikes. So traffic has been at a complete standstill for about 15 minutes now, and I'm watching the clock tick down and thinking, I'm barely gonna make it. I'm gonna miss it. Like, you know, can't stress about it. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about the traffic here. And I just got a text from the Camel Zoo Safari, and they said, would it be possible for you to come for a 9:15 tour instead of 8 a.m.? And I'm like, that is perfect. So, I feel a lot less stressed now. Looks like one lane is starting to move forward. Hopefully I'll be able to move forward soon too. You can see the lights from the emergency vehicle behind me. I'm not even sure how he's gonna get through here because I'm blocked. Like here on the side and then on the other side, these barriers. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know. Look how close I am here. I think he's gonna come up in between. That's exactly what he's doing.
Shortly after the emergency vehicles arrive, traffic finally starts moving again. When I passed the crash site, there wasn't much to see. No smashed vehicles, no car parts in the road, no bodies covered in tarps, thank goodness. There was just a truck, a semi, and an RV on the side of the road. And then I'm on my way again. The Camel Safari is by reservation only. You head down a dirt path, and after a couple of miles, you'll see the parking lot.
I just parked my car and look who came to greet me.
I didn't know it at the time, but this camel's name is Doug. He's coming out of rut. While Doug was in rut, he made himself the baddest, smelliest, most macho bull, and his efforts paid off. He just became a proud dad to 2 baby camels by 2 different moms. That has earned him the nickname, Get It Done Doug. While we were waiting for the others in my group to arrive, the owner asked if I wanted to brush the camels. And I'm like, are you kidding? Of course I do. So here I am brushing Lido. Lido, as you can see, is turning to the owner and saying, who is she? And why is she brushing me? I'll just ignore her. You want to brush the camels before putting on the saddle to make sure there's nothing in their hair that would make the saddle uncomfortable. The others in our group arrived and we were off. ride was just the start of the adventure. Next, we got to meet a two-toed sloth. And if you're an adult, you get to feed her.
Now with the back of your hand right here.
Sloths are known for being really slow, but that's because they're preyed on by the harpy eagles who hunt by motion. You can see that this girl is pretty active because she knows she's safe here. Next were the dingoes. Honestly, they look like cute little dogs, but they're not. This pretty girl is Thorn. She's a porcupine, if you couldn't tell. Porcupines don't actually shoot their quills. If a predator comes towards them, they turn their backs and let the predator run into the quills. Then they run off, and that jerks the quills out of their backs. We got to feed her. She was so sweet. Next is a tram ride with humans and doggos. We get to go around the ranch to meet and feed the other animals, starting with the camels. This is one of Get It Done Doug's little babies. He's about 2 weeks old. Isn't he cute? The camels came right up to the tram to eat. Can you tell I'm having a blast?
Oh my gosh. Isn't she pretty? Oh, so pretty. And the doggo here.
Next were the llamas and alpacas. The llamas are the tall ones with the long ears, and the alpacas are the smaller ones. They were really happy to see us because they knew it meant food. Several of these were originally presents from Siegfried to Roy, if you're old enough to remember who Siegfried and Roy were. But they're living their best lives here now. Oh look, a camel wants more food. And she brought her baby. Their coats, by the way, shed naturally. There's nothing wrong with them. Now this was a very cool experience. We got to feed this tortoise. Now you have to feed him from the side of his mouth or he might take a bite of your finger with the lettuce. This tortoise had one of the best stories. You can see he has a great life, but one day he ran away. Now the idea of a tortoise running anywhere is hilarious to me, but he did. They searched for him for 3 weeks with no luck. And then one day he came walking back up the road to his pen. He was covered in clay. Now remember earlier in the video when I was driving in and showed the river by the dirt road? That's where he had gone. But he apparently didn't have much luck finding lettuce by the river, so he came home and he's been happily here ever since. We got on the tram and headed back to meet Fabio. When you think of the name Fabio, you probably think of the long-haired, hunky model who graced the covers of many, many romance novels. This Fabio lives up to that reputation. Male camels mature around 5 years of age, and that's when they mate. When Fabio was 4, a teenager, he knocked up Bessie, also a teenager. He's pretty proud of himself. There's a gland on the front of the camel's nose, and if you blow gently on it, the camel loves it. You can see Fabio's in heaven. When I tried it, I didn't have the same effect. I got the splatter of camel snot. Well, this has been an absolutely fantastic adventure. I wasn't sure that there would be anything that could beat the rhinoceros experience in Palm Springs, but yeah, hands down, this does. If you are in the Las Vegas area, you should definitely try the camel safari. They have multiple types of experiences that you can have. I would say any one of them is going to be outstanding. I've just had a blast today. I hope this helps you find your adventure. Thank you for watching.